Easy now my peeps, I'm Angry Del and this is the Fortnite Hydraulic Guns Showcase. In the advent of the Survive the Storm update, Fortnite introduced a number of new hydraulic pistols, shotguns, assault and sniper rifles. They all look proper tasty with some interesting stats to digest, but are they any good? Well, let's dive in and find out just what all the hydraulic hype is about. The Piston Spitter. The pistol class hydraulic piston spitter, bloody hell that was hard to say, is an interesting one. It doesn't really have a direct comparable. The legendary Falcon is probably the closest shooter with similar damage, fire and crit rates. But it isn't bright yellow and doesn't even make a cool psh noise when you fire it. Anyway, the Piston Spitter is a hand cannon type pistol with a relatively low fire rate, high damage per round and short to mid-range capability. It's there to down the husky husks when they start giving it the beans. Utilising heavy ammo, the Piston Spitter has slightly lower base damage than the conventional hand cannon options, but benefits from a larger clip and increased impact. But are the extra few rounds and a bit more knockback worth it? Well, that depends on what you're looking for. If you simply want a pistol that uses heavy ammo to help with light, medium ammo consumption, then it can make sense. It's got a reasonable sized clip for wave clearing and will one-shot most husks when levelled appropriately. As a secondary pistol, the hand cannons are useful for quickly knocking back and taking out the more beastly of husks on the prowl. But personally, I would pick the extra power of the judge to pause the action, knock back a laser-eyed dickhead and give you time to get your shit together. It is fun to use, but the fire rate is a little lacking and damage is underwhelming when compared to its bigger brothers, the Judge and Falcon. I don't think this is a pistol I'll be spending XP on, but it does offer a niche the current hand cannons don't, with a larger clip and impact, making it a semi-viable, all-day, everyday husk-killing option. The Pummeler. The Pummeler shotgun is somewhat unique. It appears to be a well-balanced gun with a good return on investment per round, which is always appealing if you're a tight bastard, like me, when it comes to ammo. Crit rate and damage, however, are relatively low, so unless you're running perks to help, the flat damage is what can be expected when shoving your hydraulic up a husk. But then the flat damage is pretty damn solid, fam. Indeed, base damage is among the top tier in the shotgun class. Only the Super Shredder, Bear and Nightclaw offer higher single shot non-crit damage. Fire rate on the other hand is pretty damn slow, but a slightly larger than average clip helps to lay down damage between reloads. Although a full reload takes a while, the mechanism allows mid-clip reloads to be completed much more rapidly. Thus, if there is a break in action, a mid-clip reload can help. As with most shotguns, with the exception of the Shredders, range is limited to up close and husky, but does allow for some mid-range damage to be laid down prior to a one-shot finish. Knockback is where it really stands out. It's enormous. An appropriately leveled pummeler will help break the action when a husk is given it large. Compared to most shotguns available, you could do a lot worse than the pummeler. But as much as it pains me to say it, I can't really recommend this one, as the Super Shredder beats it on almost every level. If you want a high damage, slow fire rate shotgun, give it a whirl, but it probably won't be long until you're returning to the Shredder. The Nailer. The Nailer is a slow fire rate, medium damage assault rifle, utilising medium rounds. Useful close to mid-range, this little beast offers high impact for an assault rifle and a large clip, giving you more scope to clear waves. It's a bit of a strange one this, although fully automatic, with a low fire rate it feels more like it should be semi-auto. And recoil is not great. When holding the trigger, spraying and praying, more often than not you'll hit the husk next to the one you're aiming at. I must admit though, I like the feel of this gun and I like the fact it uses medium ammo. If your go-to assault is a siege breaker or any other light ammo option, it may be handy as a secondary to conserve rounds between bigger fights. Also, the additional knockback can help in tight spots where you need to hit and run. But overall, I'm not convinced by the Nailer's usefulness. It doesn't seem to know what it is. It's not powerful enough and doesn't offer enough range to compete with surgical rifles. And it's not a high enough fire rate to offer speedy wave clear as per the siege breaker and LMGs. I guess like many of these hydraulics, it fills a niche, but I'm not sure in this instance it's a niche that needs filling. The Dam Buster. Of all the hydraulic guns, this one seems to be an unequivocal winner. Or at least it is if you're not adverse to carrying a bazooka around with you. Base damage and impact are considerably higher than that of the bazooka, at the expense of a painfully slow reload speed. But then, if like me you only use 1 or 2 shots to clear a dense wave, reload time doesn't really matter. Given the disposable nature of all rocket launchers and the cost to craft, damage per round is my primary concern. I expect a long reload time on a high splash damage, high impact weapon. He gets me bloods. So is it worth investing in as a late game clearing tool? Possibly. But would your XP be better invested in proper guns? Probably. What I can say though, if you're looking at explosive options, this would be my first choice over both the bazooka and woefully underpowered thumper. If you pick one up, give it a craft before levelling and see what you think. Even at level 1, given the nature of this gun, it will severely damage multiple husks stupid enough to group up like a bunch of chavs on a Saturday night brawl. The Tsunami. The Tsunami can be considered a high impact, medium damage sniper. Impact seems to be its most unique quality since even the legendary one-shot and super shredder fall short. But that said, how useful is long range impact? Well, if I'm honest, not very. Since the one-shot and super shredder both more often than not knock a husk back to the future, the additional impact of Tsunami doesn't really stroke my sausage. That said, it does have a good clip size, a reasonable fire rate and reload speed, setting it apart from these legendary alternatives. If the Deathwing and the one-shot bumped uglies on a hydraulic mattress, this is what their love child would look like. Although, as it stands, the Tsunami is more similar overall to the Scope Wasp than any other implement of long-range death. As with the other Hydra weapons, it seems to be filling a void, offering a high impact, medium damage and fire rate option for snipers who perhaps don't just want to sit in a bush all day like camping little bitches. So there we have it, hydraulic madness people. It seems to me like all of these weapons fulfill niche roles that may or may not be a problem depending on your playstyle. But will any of them be useful endgame? Well, I hate to say it, but probably not. On close inspection, they all seem to offer a unique angle for their classes, but not enough to persuade precious XP over to their schematics. But saying that, I have enjoyed playing with them, from the mechanics through to the animations and really fucking loud sound effects. There's been many shits and giggles. GG, well played guys. If you enjoyed the hydraulic onslaught, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more mother husking action. And until next time, laters fam, laters.